ImmunityBio is trading at $2.29. For those of you that have followed this channel for a while, you'll know that Patrick Soon-Shiong is the majority shareholder of ImmunityBio. We can see right here that according to Forbes, he has a net worth of $5.6 billion. He's the majority shareholder with 29% of the company in his name, which we can see here. But on top of that, he also controls these two entities also, California Capital Equity LLC and NantWorks LLC. In summary, he's made his billions by building out pharmaceutical and biotech companies from scratch and then selling them on to larger pharmaceutical companies. He's also developed a number of groundbreaking treatments, which is how he's amassed this fortune. And so in total, including these two LLCs right here, Patrick Soon-Shiong owns 65% of ImmunityBio. And one of the investment strategies that I employ is that I like to invest my money with highly skilled individuals with a track record of success of the past. I'm really looking at their experience and I'm investing with that individual based on their proven track record. And Patrick Soon-Shiong, as we can see, through his track record of building out pharmaceutical companies from scratch and building this fortune as well, fits this bill perfectly for me. And so back to ImmunityBio, like I said, it's trading at $2.29 at the moment. But to me right now, it's currently trading at a very good price. You know, it's trading at a little bit lower than that about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I actually acquired more of this stock simply because of the individual in charge, Patrick Soon-Shiong, his pedigree, but also the development of their pipeline as well and what they're actually trying to achieve as a company as well. And so looking at their pipeline, we can already see that they have one treatment which has been approved by the FDA, which is the bladder cancer treatment you can see right here, quote 3.032, BCG unresponsive, NMIBC with carcinoma in situ and papillary, where we can see right here that it's been accepted. And it's this treatment right here that's been responsible for the incredible sales results that they announced in their most recent press release. We can see right here that product revenue is up 434% in Q3 of 2025 compared to the equivalent time this time last year. And they've announced that ANKTIVA unit growth, 467%. Unit sales volume growth, again, compared to the equivalent time this time last year as well. And so this growth is really, really significant in the sense the treatment is proving it has real commercial demand. It shows that ImmunityBio are transitioning from a cash burn biotech company into a company with a rapidly scaling commercial asset. This gives ImmunityBio meaningful commercial revenue for the first time and significantly strengthens them from a financial position as well, which in turn means that they can advance the rest of their pipeline, which you can see here. The other thing that has the potential to be an absolute game changer are some of their developments in their pipeline as well. The treatment that's in development for glioblastoma at the moment, which we can see is currently in phase 2. We can see right here from the recent announcement, glioblastoma, early results from the first 5 recurrent glioblastoma patients treated with ANKTIVA showed 100% disease control, including 3 responses, 2 of those being near complete and 2 cases of stable disease. Early results from the trial show that patients experienced either tumor shrinkage or no progression. And so this means that when patients actually use this treatment, none of the patient's cancer grew in that time. We can also see that lymphocyte counts increased in all 5 patients, again, which is another significant indicator. Lymphocytes are a type of white blood cell that your immune system uses to attack cancer. Glioblastoma patients typically have a low lymphocyte count because the cancer and prior treatments suppress the immune system. So seeing that lymphocyte counts increase in all 5 patients suggests that the ANKTIVA treatment is successfully activating the immune system to help fight the cancer. And so these results suggest ImmunityBio could well be onto a game-changing treatment that has the potential to be a blockbuster as well. Based on these findings, ImmunityBio is initiating a randomized registration trial for second-line glioblastoma patients. And so this trial will test ANKTIVA against the current standard of care to see if it can truly control and shrink tumors, and if successful, could pave the way for FDA approval. And so the significance of these results that have been announced is that glioblastoma is one of the deadliest cancers. When first diagnosed, patients with glioblastoma typically undergo surgery, radiotherapy and chemotherapy with a median overall survival of approximately 15 to 18 months. Glioblastoma is a disease with a poor prognosis. Multiple efforts have been made to improve long-term outcome, but the 5-year survival rate is only 5 to 10%. Glioblastoma is the most common malignant brain tumor associated with a poor prognosis with a median survival of 14 months. And we can also see that patients with recurrent GBM, so a recurrent glioblastoma that returns, the survival rate is actually significantly less, where recurrent GBS is associated with an overall median survival of less than 1 year. And so with this in mind, if the ANKTIVA treatment for glioblastoma proves effective in these upcoming clinical trials, it could fill a significant unmet need and has the potential to be a blockbuster treatment as well. Going back to the pipeline, we can see that this treatment for ANKTIVA plus tislelizumab for lung cancer rescue 201A, small cell lung cancer, we can see right here that this is actually in phase 3 at the moment. We can see that this is the most advanced treatment in their development pipeline, and we can see the latest update right here. Non-small cell lung cancer, NSCLC, ImmunityBio has initiated enrollment in a global randomized phase 3 study. And so the phase 2 study showed that it could actually reverse the low white blood cell count in patients in the clinical trial. Among patients treated with ANKTIVA, 80%, so 69 out of 85, had their immune systems wake up and reach healthy levels of white blood cells. 60% of participants, so 25 out of 42 treated with ANKTIVA, reversed their lymphopenia during at least one on-treatment time point is also hugely significant. And so looking at the phase 3 trial with ANKTIVA plus tislelizumab for lung cancer, earliest FDA approval could realistically happen around late 2027 to 2028. And so the major catalyst for this stock will likely focus around strong financial results announced, as we've seen here, the validate the commercial success of the bladder cancer treatment that you can see right here, which has already been approved. There's also a closer term catalyst event which will be taking place around the trial initiation for this glioblastoma treatment, which I mentioned earlier in this video. And the final one, which is a pretty big one as well, is around this treatment right here, the bladder cancer quilt 3.032 BCG unresponsive NMIBC carcinoma in situ. We can see right here that ImmunityBio had applied to the National Comprehensive Cancer Network, the NCCN, to seek expansion of the BCG unresponsive non-muscular invasive bladder cancer. Effectively what's happening here is that they have this treatment which is already approved for one disease, which you can see right here, but they've had these meetings with the NCCN and they've had discussions to explore the possibility of opening up this treatment to a new patient population for a new disease. And what's significant about this is they have this treatment which is approved, but they're looking at the possibility of almost doubling the patient population for this treatment, but for a new and separate disease, which is papillary-only bladder cancer. The NCCN reviewed the submission at its August 2025 meeting, and the company is awaiting a decision. And so this meeting was 4 months ago, so like I was saying, considering the catalyst, this is something that could be announced. I'm not really sure too much about timelines, but this is one of the major catalysts which could see a major share price spike. And so naturally I'll keep you updated with ImmunityBio and the other stocks that I'm tracking on this channel. And in the meantime, thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Take care.